We're into the playoffs then, and it's the semi-final against Cardiff, and I hate the playoffs, so let's see how we get on, and roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta Save. I am Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me, and this is how we're going to be lining up to take on Cardiff in the first leg of the semi-final away at the Cardiff City Stadium. We'll have Dennis in goal, Ashby, Humphreys, Okocha, Luzhny, Clampett, Davies, Harris, Charsley, Stansfield and Baloney. And we're going to be starting on cautious so that we can hopefully hit them on the break, not chuck too many men forwards, play it a bit more sensible. They've got Calliard, Paul, Stevens, Ches, Lewis, Rules, Ramsey, Franklin, Theob, Lagabi and Lande. A good team, they're a good team, we're a good team. We finished above them in the league, so hopefully that means that we can make a difference and go out there and get a decent result to take back to Cheriton Road with us for the second leg, because man, do we need to do that. We can't afford to go back to Cheriton Road like 3-0 or even probably 2-0 down, because they will just shut up shop as Clampin is fouled early on. And we're going through. So Barnsley QPR is the other game going on in the playoffs. So the winner of ours will play the winner of theirs in the final at Wembley to see who goes to the championship, as Dennis plays it to Ashby. Ashby back to Dennis, up to Harris. I mean, Cardiff aren't really pushing up too high trying to get the ball back. Harris to Ashby. Ashby to Luzhny. They're more interested in maybe cutting off passing lanes rather than actually pressuring the ball when it's in the half. That's a terrible pass. Ashby did well to recover it. Humphreys to Okocha. Out it goes to Clampin. Clampin on the left-hand side. Can he beat his man? Puts across in Stansfield. It's blocked and we can't get on the rebound. And Ramsey's there to sort of mop it all up. But not a bad start. Pretty positive. 10 minutes in and it's okay. 1-1 in the other game. Goals 2 minutes apart. But 15 minutes gone. And I'm not too upset, to be honest. We're playing on cautious, so we're not going to be chucking a lot of men forward to try and make the difference. We're going to try and force Cardiff into doing that, and they could be here with Landy's in. It's a good block on the shot, and Dennis makes the save. So let's demand a bit more, because yeah, we're not doing much. I'm happy just to keep hold of the ball really and just deny Cardiff chances in this first leg. Luzhny with the ball in. Baloney's there over the bar. Just over the bar. Let's not run at them, but let's actually, we will play for those set pieces a little bit more. Don't run at them as much in this leg, because we're on cautious. As Paul, sorry if I'm seeing me holding my shoulder, I've got a little bit of a problem with it at the moment. As there's a goal for Theob, Sada Theob at the back post, assisted by Lars Erik Lande, and they do get the lead. So we're going to we're going to push up to balanced, but it's a throw in here. Paul throws it in. Lagabi back to Paul. Did someone just get a flick on of this then? Ramsey binks it in. Yeah, Land flicks it on. I mean, I'm going to think Land's going for goal there. There's no way he meant for that flick on to reach the striker or the winger in Theob. But what we can do, 1-0 down at Cardiff. We think we should be making a direct passing style. I'm not too sure about that. I want us to hold and have the possession, really. But, okay, well, at half-time, 1-0 down. Assertively, show me something better in the second half, and then passionately, I want to see something better, but I believe you've got what you can do it. That's the main thing. I believe these guys can do it. We've had a good long season together. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in the playoffs again because Rotherham couldn't beat Oxford on the last day of the season. They could only draw 1-1 as Lagabi is forced to play it infield, and it's a good ball out to Paul at the right back position. Good block on the cross from Clampin though. We're doing okay. Charsley not really getting into the game in the attacking midfield role. But we have a free kick. Humphreys to Okocha, just playing it around short. Humphreys to Ashby. Ashby goes long. That's really a nothing pass, but Harris picks it up. Davies. That's a really shit pass from Davies, according to he's got passing 15 and he's wanted by Everton and Newcastle. Lagabi into Rules. Back to Lagabi. Lagabi comes forward with it on this side. Put him under pressure. Harris does win the ball. I was worried about getting another yellow there. Paul into Franklin. Back to Paul. Paul into Lagabi. Lagabi back to Paul. Paul sort of beats his man. Is this going to be a goal? He's going to put a cross in. He is. Lands there. Forced backwards. Ramsey shoots outside of the post. And we are not doing enough in this situation at the moment. So we will go a little bit shorter with a bit more of a stance over. Don't pass it into space though, because I think we should try and keep the ball. I think everything else could probably stay the same, so let's just keep that going, and we'll look to, well, we'll see what happens with this corner, and we'll look to bring on some subs, I think. Lagabi, ball in, headed away, Theob, the goal scorer, gets on it, it's blocked, Lewis picks it up. Now we need to get out to this man here, Lagabi, he keeps it in play and wins another corner. No, he's offside, so it's a free kick to us, so that's okay. I think we do Charsley off, Ionita on, Ionita there, you here. Central midfielder on attack for you to get men forward. Deep line playmaker on support. And a Mazzala on support. And let's see how that works out. Maybe just to give us some more options from central midfield. Keep the ball in this central area. As Dennis gives it to Humphreys into Harris. Back to Humphreys. Into Ashby. Ashby to Davies. Davies with a good ball out to Luznik. I mean, it was a good ball, but he didn't really make an effort to go and get it. Shez into Franklin. Rules gives it out to Ramsey. Ramsey to Lagabi. Lagabi cuts in field. Keeps going. Into Lewis. Lewis holds the ball up into Rules. Rules out wide. Paul's there. Paul's got a bit of space. Lays it in. Lagabi scored. For fuck's sake. You make these changes. And it backfires in front of you, doesn't it? Make these changes and it just completely backfires. Okay. Much high line of engagement. Let's go really urgent. We'll take off offside trap for now. In transition, yep, that's all fine. In possession, right, really short, really high tempo, pass it into space, don't play for set pieces, run at the defence, try and win some free kicks, and yeah, we'll stay on fairly wide, and we're going to push someone. I mean, we're 2-0. We've got a second leg, that's the problem. I don't want to give too much of it away to Cardiff and give them away into the game. Stansfield's having a shocker, he's going to come off. Replaced by Weston, and Humphreys in the libero hasn't done very well, so we'll bring on Reddy. We'll push Ashby, we'll swap you two over, we'll put Ashby as a central defender on cover, we'll put you as central defenders on defend, and see what we can do from there as we play. Lagabi, free kick right on the edge, it's deflected wide, or deflected out, and Davies clears it out for a throw. 3 shots we've had, that's so bad for us. I know we don't create huge amounts of clear-cut chances, but we do normally create chances in and around the box to get shots off. Cardiff playing it very well today. That's blocked. Ionita doesn't have pace, so he's not going to get there. Lewis keeps it in play. Back to Rules. Into Theob. Theob cuts inside to Rules. Rules again. Great ball out to Lagabi. He's kept it in play to the byline. Comes across, and it's 3-0. And we are struggling massively. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to reset it to the tactic we had, Folkestone home wing backs, the original tactic. We've made all 3 subs, so yeah, you can sit up there. Absolutely shocking, really, isn't it? It's absolutely shocking. We just crumble in the playoffs every year. Oh, well, not every year, but every time we get to the bloody playoffs, we just really struggle. Really struggle. Lagabi. Ball in, and Luznik does get ahead to it. Ionita's there. He's robbed, and it falls to Lagabi. Is this going to be 5? It's not. 4, sorry. Dennis does make the save. Gives it to Reddy. Reddy, I mean, what's that? What is that? Reddy to Paul, into Lagabi, into Franklin, into Lewis. Lewis to Theob on the wing. Rules is there. Theob put under pressure. Weston brings it down. Harris. Over the top into Baloney. Come on, we've got to get 1. We do get a goal. He's off fucking side. Oh, this game. It's so frustrating. I knew this would happen in the playoffs as well. You just knew it. You just knew it, didn't you? So annoying. It's so annoying. The fucking playoffs. Luznik. Over the corner. Swings it in. And we've got a penalty. We're probably going to miss it. We're probably going to miss it because it's the playoffs. If we score it, it gives us a little bit of hope. Ionita does. I mean, he bangs it home in a really good fashion. 5 minutes to go. His second goal of the season. I mean, 3-1. It's not as bad, but it's not a good performance. It really isn't. 4 minutes of injury time. That's going to be the game, and we're going to go back to Cheriton Road 3-1 down as Calliard makes that easy catch from the free kick. And, well, unless he boots it against our guy like we had in the other game. But there's the final whistle, and it's 3-1 we go into the second leg. Absolutely dreadful. No, assertively, I'm not happy, because that's shit. We shouldn't be losing 3-1 to a team that we've finished higher than in the league, to be honest. Go on, Ross. Go and take... You can give them the wrath of the Folkestone Invicta. So Cardiff... Right. 3-1. We beat them 4-0 away last time. 4-0 is what we beat them. Playing that system. Unbelievable. Okay, they played a different system. Maybe that system plays into our hands a bit better, but... Oh, man. Is it Kokobinski? He's the key? That's who we're missing? I don't know. That is... I didn't want to press play. We'll be back for the second leg, because this is now going to load the game. We're back for the second leg to go through the teams. See you in a bit. So we're back for the second leg, and we're lining up... Well, we welcome... But first off, we welcome back Kokobinski. His suspension is done. He's back in the team. Reddy, Humphreys, Ashby, Dennis, Lusnig and Clampin, Harris, Kokobinski, Charsley, Stansfield and Baloney. They're playing a really rotated team. They've brought in Morrison in the midfield, who's actually in their under-23s. Now, I'm wondering, because they've put Theob on the bench, 72% condition, not really fit enough for the game, and Paul, 72%, who both started the last game. So I think they may be struggling fitness-wise. So we're going to get into this. Yeah, we massively need to do much better than last time. Do I want to say avenge, or do I want to say... No, let's go with Ross. Yeah, they agree. So passionately, I have faith. Again, I think, you know, you need to go out there and do better. But let's see if we can take advantage of this. So, Kokobinski, he is very happy to have him back. Robert Glatzel's absence, so he's out as well. Ah, he's injured. So Glatzel is injured, so that's good. Any team would miss a player of his calibre. As we get underway, and yeah, let's see if these changes that Cardiff have make a difference. I mean, we've got... It's 3-1 here. It's 3-1 in the other game as well. Baloney's in and Hughes makes the save. That also wasn't the guy they played last time. No, see, he's not... I don't know what's happened to their team, but that's not the keeper they had in last time. They had, what's his face? I can't remember his name. But they've got a Fitz team. I don't know what's going on. Clampin into Harris. Back to Clampin. Puts the ball across. Stansfield's there. I mean, we rested everyone after the game, so we're fit and healthy. As Kokobinski puts it into Lusnig. He shoots off the post. Baloney! Oh, it's not gone in, and Borley puts it behind for a corner. Yeah, Cardiff must be struggling for fitness, but Kokobinski over the ball into Reddy. I mean, we've got... Yeah, I mean, you can cheat the game by saying... You know, rest, give everyone 2 days rest straight after the game, and they all come back fully match fit with match fitness because they've played the last few games. Stansfield's in behind. He's there. Can he cross it? He does. Charsley! Oh, it's touched over the bar by Hughes. 0-0. I mean, it's a positive start from us. We've gone back to the 3-5-2 formation that we started the season with. Wigley makes a good tackle, and Teal picks it up. Coming down the right-hand side for Cardiff, Lusnig makes a good tackle. It goes out for a throw. But... We're doing alright. We're restricting them. I mean, it's only 12 minutes in, so let's go demand more. Yeah, 3-1 to Barnsley it was in the other game. So it could be a Barnsley-Cardiff final at the moment. Charsley over the ball. Swings it in. Ready. Harris is bouncing around. Someone put it in. Oh, the keeper pounces. Hughes does well. Jumping on that. Up to Lusnig. It's all Folkestone at the moment. Back to Ashby. Ashby, up it goes. Baloney. Baloney back to Charsley. Out to Clampin. Clampin comes forward on the left-hand side. Puts it across. Stansfield's there. It's a goal. 23 minutes in. We're in with a chance. 16th goal of the season for Jay Stansfield. And he makes it 1-0 to Folkestone. We're halfway there. One more goal and it's even on aggregate. Clampin just took his time. Put a good ball in. Stansfield ran off the back of the defender. And the keeper couldn't keep that one out. Although he has started quite well, Hughes, the young goalkeeper. As... Well, 28 minutes in, Kokobinski fires it in. Reddy's there, and it's bouncing around. It's off the line, but it's a free kick anyway. Humphreys was offside from the original free kick that was put in, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Good clearance off the line though. Here come Cardiff, passing it around. Jenkins to Borley. Up it goes towards Smith. Humphreys wins the header. Jones picks it up. Wigley out to Wells. Wells just holds on to the ball. Back to Williams. Goes long. Reddy wins the header. Harris can't get there. Jones picks up. Harris wins it back all the way back to Dennis. And we're just about, hold on, Ashby into this. Now, Kokobinski, this will be crucial to see how, or be this will be the game where we see how crucial he is to our team, because we've missed him with the suspension for the first leg. Harris out to Clampin. Clampin on the left-hand side. Already got 1 assist. Baloney with the header. Hughes makes the easy save. 16 shots we've had in this. Not dominating possession. Not too many on target. But it's a good start for the game, really. 35 minutes in. 1-0 up. We need that other goal. 5 minutes to go. Charsley not having a good game. Baloney not playing the best. Everyone else doing okay. As 1-0 up. Jay Stanfield on the 24th minute. Do I say I'm pleased, or do I say... I think I've got to say I'm pleased. Leave it as that, because they all look happy and delighted and extremely delighted. So we'll keep going for a little bit. Baloney back to Humphreys. Out it goes. Teal with a good header to intercept it. Kokobinski, Charsley into Harris. And it's, well, we don't know what happened with that pass. It looked like it was going to be crap. Cardiff really not attacking here. So we'll have to do a bit more. They're just fouling us a lot. 11 fouls they've had. Kokobinski with a corner. In it goes at the back post. Headed away. Ashby keeps it alive. Into Charsley. Into Harris. Back to Charsley. Out it goes to Reddy. Reddy to Harris. Harris down the line to Kokobinski. Kokobinski can get there. Keeps it in play. Baloney with a header. Oh, it's off the post? No, it was saved, I think. And Wells gets it away. It's not happening. Harry Charsley's not playing well in that attacking midfielder role. Kokobinski. Ball in. Ashby with a header. It's past the post. 54 minutes in. Harry Charsley for Callum Davies and coming in that attacking midfield role. Wanted by all the big teams in the Premier League. Well, no. Wanted by teams in the Premier League, not big teams in the Premier League. Everton and Newcastle want him. Hughes kicks it long, but Harris intercepts it. Goes back towards Reddy. Reddy goes long. Baloney wins the header. Stansfield. There's no real option there. And Brunthwaite makes a good tackle. Teal comes forward. Kokobinski robs him. Kokobinski goes down the line. Can he put it across? And he does. Baloney's there past the post. I'm just wondering if we change Kokobinski to his more favoured box-to-box, because we need to make something happen. So take off one of the defensive duties and go to a more support box-to-box. Stansfield out to Lusnig. Lusnig, can he beat his man? Lays it back to Stansfield. He shoots. Hughes makes another good save. And Jenkins clears. 28 shots to 0 we've had in this game. Cardiff really not offering anything, but withstanding the barrage as Clampin heads over. We need one more goal and the game is massively open. Reddy's not having a good game at the back on a 6.5. We'll bring on a Kocher for him. Clampin's doing well. Kokobinski's doing well. Stansfield's doing well. I mean, Baloney for Weston to give us more pace up front, but I'm not sure. Baloney over the free kick. Hits it. Hughes with another save. And Williams clears it away. Oh, I hate the playoffs. I hate the playoffs. Lusnig. Stansfield. Kokobinski. Into Lusnig again. Lusnig, as fatigue has started to be an issue for both. Baloney with a header. Both teams with 2 games in quick succession. Ashby into Stansfield. Back to Ashby. Into Harris. Into Kokobinski. Kokobinski down the line to Lusnig. Lusnig. He's got time and space to pick up a cross. Oh, Clampin's put it in. What a finish. 5th goal of the season. 2-0. 3-3 on aggregate. We've brought it back. Cardiff are offering nothing in this game. Absolutely nothing. Kokobinski laid it down the line to Lusnig. Lusnig beat his man with the slide tackle. Picked out Clampin at the back post. Lovely volley. And Hughes, who's had a great game in goal for Cardiff, to be fair. 6.6 is harsh on him. Couldn't keep that one out. And we have 20 minutes to try and get a winner. Ashby into Harris. I mean, you look at the stats, it's a winner we bloody deserve. Davies, Kokobinski, Lusnig beats his man. I thought he was going to get another one. Braithwaite could be off. He played the advantage and brought it back. And Braithwaite, is that his name? Braithwaite is off. And we have a man advantage. Kokobinski. A Kocher with a header. Hughes makes a save. They've gone very defensive 4-1-3-1 formation. Do we go attack? I think we go attacking. We've got to go for it. They're down to 10 men and playing very defensively. Harris, back to Baloney. Back to Harris, into Kokobinski. Back to Harris, up to Lusnig. We're moving it around well. He gets into the box. He's fouled. It's a penalty. Oh my God, Clampin's taking it. Our left back, he's already scored 1 today. He scored 2 and we've got the lead. Oh my God, what do I do? What on earth do I do? No need to play really high with the tempo anymore. Let's just keep the ball. Keep the ball. Don't pass it into space. That's fine. Don't need to go and pressure them as high. We'll have a standard defensive line. Don't need to go and pressure them that high up anymore. I mean, they've gone down to 10. We've got the lead through a penalty. So it's not the most... Well, it is a very convincing performance if you look at what they've done compared to what we've done. But in terms of actual gameplay and how we've done this, it's not brilliant. Teal dumps in. Clampin goes round him. He's on a hat-trick now. Kokubinski to Harris. Back to Clampin. Clampin. Ball in. Stansfield with a header over the bar. I'm just wondering... Is it time for fresh legs? 6.7 Davies just come on. 6.8 for Okocha just come on. Everybody's playing really well. We're going to do Harris off and bring on... do I want to do... No, I don't want to do that. I want to leave Harris on. He's playing well. We'll leave it as it is. I can't remember what sort of break you get in between the two games if we hold on and win this. 3-0 to make it 4-3 on aggregate. 40 shots and 18 on target. Oh, we've got an injury. Clampin's injured. We did put Grant on the bench. So it's a like-for-like swap, but he's going to be gutted on a hat-trick. We'll give him some praise. On a hat-trick, and he's had to go off injured. 6 minutes of injury time. Kokubinski, Luznig. Luznig comes forward with it. Into Kokubinski. Kokubinski shoots over the bar. With 6 minutes of injury time. They've not had a shot on target. We have absolutely smashed them. This is how, when we played them in the league, this is what it was like. Jenkins wins the header. Luznig will keep it alive. Back to Harris. This has got to be it. We're over time. Luznig to Harris. It's a free kick. And I'm going to say we are in the playoff final. We are in the playoff final. What a second leg that was. Absolutely unbelievable. Really appreciate those efforts. There we go. And we're going to be facing Barnsley after a 0-0 draw. Oh, wow. Clampin out for 2 to 3 months. Try and focus on the recovery. Post-match press conference. I'm going to go and do it. It was a difficult tie, but you managed victorious. 2 legs, we deserved it. You prevented Cardiff from mustering so much for a single shot on target. Our performance was complete. We played well in all phases. Belloni had a pretty torrid time in front of goal, didn't he? I'm just going to say he actually played well to point to our game plan. You must be pleased with that result. Just how poor were Cardiff? They were dreadful. They were shocking, weren't they? Folkestone have scored a high portion of the goals originating from crosses, and it's very pleased. That's what we work on in the training ground. And Clampin with his 2 goals, but his injury. And how long do we now get off? Is it going to be... Is it scheduled in here? The playoff final 30th. We get 20 days. Lovely. Loads of rest. Oh, wonderful, wonderful stuff. And, well, I think, do we go straight into the playoff final in this episode? Yeah. Go on then. See you in a bit. So here we are then, back for the League One playoff final against Barnsley, and we've got nearly a full squad to choose from. So the only change, Grant is going to come in for Clampin, who is injured. Ionita is lacking fitness. Costanzo's back on the bench, but is lacking match sharpness. He's back from his injury, but not fit enough and sharp enough to play in the game. We're going to take Frey off the bench for Benteke for this one. And I think we're going to go from there. I'm going to put Boateng on the bench instead of Reddy, because he gives us that flexibility for left wing back as well. But yeah, this is how we're going to line up. So it's going to be Dennis, Humphreys, Ashby, Okocha, Luznig, Grant, Akukabinski, Harris, Charsley, Belloni and Stansfield. And we're going to start on balanced for this one, and we're going to see what we can do. So extremely high standard passing. Let's go to short, and we'll go lower that a little bit. We'll go down here. And I think we're actually just going to drop our line back. Barnsley are good at getting in behind with Veron, if I remember from the last time we played. I've had a little look back over the old games. We're going for the 3 at the back, which has a covering defender, rather than the libero, because I don't think we need to push him up into this midfield spot anymore. So a few tactical tweaks. Let's see how it unfolds in the game. As Dennis, Humphreys, Ashby, Okocha, Luznig, Grant, Kokubinski, Harris, Charsley, Belloni, Stansfield. It's pretty much an 11 that we've come to get used to, really. Unso, Aina, Werner, Brooks, O'Connor, Burke, Kalu, Duke, Veron, who is incredibly good for them, 21-year-old Argentine, Brown on the right wing, and Filskirk up front. We all know that front 3 is very, very good. A playoff win secures promotion, and passionately I have faith that we can get out there and do that. So Come on, boys. We'll ask Ross to do the team talk as well, and he can go and do the tunnel interview because I'm not fussed about that. Knowing me, I'll say something that'll upset the players just before kick-off. Ashby wins the header. Charsley's there. Kokubinski up to Baloney. Baloney back to Charsley. Charsley out to Lusnig on the right-hand side. A good positive start, spraying the ball around. Kokubinski. Can he lay it off to Lusnig? Puts a cross in Stansfield, misses the header, and Aina gets it away. Good positive start from Folkestone though. 3 minutes in, as Veron picks up the ball. Now we know he is the danger man, and I think what we're going to do is actually get someone to man mark him. O'Connor is there, puts a ball across. Brown's there with a header, and it's an easy catch for the goalkeeper. Now, I think it will be you, Lusnig, that is marking Vincent Veron. Let's go for that as a bit of a man marking situation, which is something we've done in previous games against QPR and such. So 9 minutes in, or 10 minutes in, and it's been pretty even to start the game. Filskirk back to O'Connor, into Kalu. Filskirk pulled wide, but it means he hasn't got too many options in the middle because he's their lone striker. Ashby to Dennis. Dennis out to Humphreys, who's moved to the right-hand side centre-back for this game, out of the middle because we're not playing the libero. Ashby's better at the covering defender role than Humphreys is. That's a great ball over the top to Baloney. He's pulled wide, but he does have Stansfield in the middle. Can't pick him out, though. Lusnig is under pressure from Veron, and can Lusnig just nick that ball? He's pushing Veron back, which is fine. I don't mind O'Connor on the overlap, because like we found against QPR, if we man-mark the winger, then the centre-back can come and cover the overlapping full-back, which is a bit easier to cope with. Brown, ball in. Filskirk's there. Dennis with a great save, and Ashby pounces on the rebound to clear it away. Veron over the free kick, swings it in. Everybody's missed it. Duke at the back post has made it 1-0 to Barnsley in the league playoff final. The championship is just a step away, I feel, at this stage. It's a good header, to be fair. And the goalkeeper was a little bit all over the place, sort of coming and going for it. Didn't really make a decision. As Grant takes the throw in, the youngster for Folkestone, Harris, turns and gets a chance to run towards the defence. Ball out towards Lusnig on the right. Lusnig back to Harris. Harris all the way over to Grant. Grant, could he cross from deep? No, he goes to Harris. Back to Kokubinski. Harris. Into Kokubinski again. Back to Harris. Harris out to Lusnig. Lusnig keeps it in play. Back to Harris. Harris into O'Connor. Veron intercepts and releases Filskirk. What a ball from the Argentine. And it's very well cleared by Grant, to be honest, to pounce on that. But this is the problem. All the teams we come up against that beat us or like give us a really good game tend to have one or two amazing players that we just can't contain. As Baloney puts the ball in, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. I have no idea how that's happened. We've got a penalty. Charsley's on it, tucks it away into the corner. It's 1-1 in the playoff final. His 10th goal of the season. I don't know how that was a penalty. It just went like that, penalty. I was like, okay, whatever. Harry Charsley gets us away back into this game. We haven't been performing to our best. Keeper went the right way. That's our first shot on target inside 20 minutes as Kalu's there. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to drop down to cautious and see if that helps us to try and soak up some pressure and hit them on the counter. As Burke is there into O'Connor. O'Connor, obviously both teams enjoying the long rest after the game as Kokubinski gives away a cheap corner. Just sort of happy to clear it anywhere. And it will be Veron to take it. In it goes, and it's sort of headed away. It's still in the box. Ain't it to Brooks? Brooks shoots. Dennis, easy save that one as it's straight at him. But yeah, I just think maybe going to cautious a little bit better. Barnsley do look like they're having more of the game than us. They're creating more chances. So I think we need to be a little bit sensible about how we play this. Veron, ball in, beats everyone again, and Brooks puts it over the bar. No, Dennis with an acrobatic save to tip it over the bar. Good stuff. They do have him at the back post, sort of loitering totally free. It goes in towards Burke, headed away. Kalu is there, tackled by Baloney, but still gets a cross in, and Viner can't get his header on target. So it remains 1-1 with about 10 minutes to go until half-time. We'll give him some encouragement. Filskirk brings it down. Back to Kalu. Kalu shoots. Dennis with a save and holds on to it well. Again, they're dominating the game. It's like the Cardiff first leg. They are completely dominating, and we aren't really doing very much with it at all. But if we're into half time at 1-1, I was about to say if we can get to 1-1 at half time, 1-1 at half time, I'd be happy. That's the sort of do it for the fans. So we'll say that assertively, you weren't that bad. Assertively, you weren't that bad. Assertively, you weren't that bad. End the team talk. Is there any changes we can make at half? 6.2 for Grant. He's coming off to be replaced by Boateng. Ashby's not on the best of games. Lusnig on a 6.4. Stansfield on a 6.4. So Stansfield for Western as well. We'll roll the dice and have one final sort of turning point left in the second half with one sub remaining. Lusnig on the right hand side goes back to Humphreys. Humphreys, oh well, nothing came of it really, but we'll demand a bit more from them as well. 12 shots, 7 on target. Will Dennis sort of having a good game, you'd imagine, if he saved 7 shots at him. As Dennis just holds onto the ball, slows the game down a bit, which I'm fine with. Out to Humphreys, back to Dennis, and then back to Humphreys again. Now we've got men in the middle. Why aren't we just moving it slowly up the ranks? Well, we won't go slowly up the ranks. We'll go straight down the middle. Western over the bar from Thaber Nintso. Thaber and so. I don't know how you'd say it. Thaber. Kokubinski over the corner. We've got players at the back post. One is Humphreys, but it's straight into the arms of Thaber, and he holds on well. But it's a positive start for the second half, which is good, which is what we needed. We needed to show Barnsley that we're here to play. Harris gives that away easily to Aina. Brown picks it up, and he comes forward with it, and he's still going, and Harris has got himself sent off like a complete dick. I mean, it's not too much of an issue because you just drop Charsley back like that. Who can play there. First, I mean, we're going to have to put him as advanced, I think, just so that we get someone up in support. But you're a dick. You're a dick, Jaden Harris. An absolute buffoon. So we'll ask for some creativity, but I mean, down to 10 men. Veron is beaten in the air by Lusnig. Lusnig into Charsley. Charsley to Weston. Weston gets a lucky deflection to get the ball back. He's in there. Can he win a penalty? No. Aina gets the ball back. Up to Okoro's just come on. Lusnig's doing a pretty decent job on Veron. He's got an assist on a 7.9, but he has kept him pretty quiet. I'm going to go for a little... It's a risky manoeuvre, but Benteke is going to come on for Bologna, and we're going to put him as a target man on support. Try and hold the ball up and get others into play. And they have a corner, and if they score from this, now that I've brought Benteke on, that could be an error in judgment. As no, Dennis dives on the ball and makes a good save, holds on to it. We'll ask for a little bit more from the players. Focuses the defence, which is fine. I'd rather the defence be focused, as it's another corner. Veron swings this one on Vinyl with a header over the bar for Barnsley. They've gone attacking. We're still on cautious, and we are doing okay. I don't want to really say anything too much on that. They've gone very attacking now. It's in. Kalou, I think they may have won it in the 85th minute. Didn't something like this happen against Crewe as well? Didn't Crewe, when we were in the playoffs, get like a penalty in like the 92nd minute? We've gone very attacking now. We're going to have to really go and change this. I've just gone to very attacking. Winger on support. Neither of them can really play there. It's like a 3. I mean, what is this? Target man on attack. Higher tempo. You've got to just hoof it long. Hit early crosses. Don't pass into space because that's not going to work. Counter press. Distribute to target man. Take long kicks. Extremely urgent. Get stuck in. Really high. I guess narrow, but offside trap. We need to try and do everything we can. We've got 5 minutes. It's a killer blow. I guess maybe I stayed on cautious a bit too long. We didn't really put too much emphasis on going to get the goal, but it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 loss in the playoff final. Thaber, Lusnig knocks it down. Benteke goes back to Dennis. It's all over. It's League One for another season. It's playoff heartbreak again for Folkestone Invicta. I will sympathise because we didn't do too bad. But yeah, I think the difference is they have these key players like Veron who just make a difference. Ross can go and do that. It's heartbreaking again. It's absolutely heartbreaking. We do get a decent amount of money, but again, we need this takeover to come with money because it's just not happening at the moment, where we don't have the money to invest in new players and we're scammering around for free transfers. Since this whole save has been going on, I thought being in England would be that as soon as you get into professional football you'd get loads of money, but we just haven't. We haven't improved any of the club facilities. We haven't managed to improve the stadium, the pitch. Our reputation is now probably just about catching up with us, according that we're still, look at this, poor, regional poor, that we're in League One again next year. But it's heartbreak again. Barnsley, who finished 5th in the league, go up. And to think we were 3 goals off going up is really harsh. So we'll go through the end of season stuff as well. Stansfield, young player this year. Baloney signing the season, obviously. Jaden Harris got in. Jaden Harris got player of the season as well. Didn't expect that. A season review. 2019, where are they now? Well, I don't care about that. The club vision, worked within the wage budget. He's still looking to sell. We will accept that. Squad dynamics. Everyone's doing all right. What do we want to do next season? Well, technically, I think the season is over. It's time to go. Where does our break? Everyone's rested. Good condition. When you're back, a hard battle against relegation. We'll avoid relegation, I think is what they want to hear. No. Do you really think we're capable of surviving? Well, we've just got to the playoff final, so maybe that's unrealistic. I'm glad that you agree with me. Whatever. That is broken in Football Manager. They don't understand that. So, squad end of season break. They'll be back on the 22nd of June, so not too far away. Barnsley Folkestone players named Team of the Year. Will Dennis gets Team of the Year, so we won't be looking for a new goalkeeper. He can keep his spot. And Callum Stevenson does it. But we are still in League One, and there is no further news of the takeover. The only thing I can tell you is that we are under an embargo. We are under an embargo, and we can't sign anyone at the moment. So I'm hoping it gets solved one way or the other pretty quickly. So, folks and staff contracts to expire. I'll go through them on my own. Woodward gets a year extension. That's not too much of a bad thing. He'll probably get sold or loaned out. We avoid the tax bill, which is fine. Commercial summary. We've got a new sponsorship deal, which is good. Prize money was down on last year. Broadcast revenue was slightly down on last year. Corporate spending was up, and matchday commercial retail was up ever so slightly. 125 grand for non-domestic sales, amounting for 12.58k of this total. Scouting budget 60.5. Initial budget. We haven't got any money to buy anyone again. Are you joking me? The board have promised money will be made available, and long see the importance of such an investment. Are you joking? Although the board would like to move forward the plan, the funds don't simply exist at this time. Are you joking me? Why aren't we making money? I've never wanted to sell someone so much now, as much as I do, what's his face, Callum Davies. If someone is going to pay us 9 million for him, my God, do we need that money? Where is he? Where are you? Callum Davies. Now no one wants him. Absolutely amazing. Offer to clubs. Yes. I mean, ask for a, yeah, cheers. I mean, we need the money. I really hope. Ross commented on a video saying, I hope the takeover bid is from Shake Someone. So do I. I cannot tell you how much I want this to happen so that we can literally spend some money in this save and get out of League Pissing 1. Oh, it's turned into what was a shit start against Cardiff, a great middle for the second leg of Cardiff where we battered them, to an okay final, losing to Barnsley 2-1. We were a bit limp, but we didn't do enough about it. Now I've just gone on a tangent where I'm getting bloody angry. Takeover talks continue. The plan Fraser Turner is delighted with the amount of progress has been made over the past few days. So, okay, that could be happening then. But is he gonna pump money into the club? Probably not if it's a supporters trust. I guess probably not, but they're still continuing talks. I guess, well, we'll be back at the start of the new season in League One yet again, hopefully with a new owner who's got a shit ton of money. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below to say how gutted you are that we haven't got promoted. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back to struggle on once again in League One. But for now, a disheartened cultured left foot is out. Cheers.